In every single organization, there's a ton of hidden genius. I'm talking about brilliant ideas and just so much untapped potential that, well, it often gets lost in the day-to-day shuffle. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack a really powerful system that's designed to find that genius and, more importantly, get it circulating. Let's dive in. We have all felt this, right? That frustration of knowing there are brilliant people, amazing ideas just floating around your company, but they just seem trapped. They can't spread. It's honestly one of the biggest challenges that organizations face. But what if the problem isn't really the people? What if it's the structure itself? And wow, when you look at it like this, the picture is pretty stark. On the left, that's the cost of silos. You've got trapped knowledge, duplicated work. We've all been there, and innovation just grinding to a halt. But on the right, that's the alternative. A place where knowledge flows, real synergy happens, and innovation just takes off. The contrast is just huge. So here's the key takeaway. We don't have to just accept that silos are the way things are. We're about to explore a practical, really structured system that's designed specifically to break down these walls. It's called the Organization Engine, and it's a model for building a true learning organization. Okay, so how does this engine actually run? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the mechanics behind this powerful model for getting knowledge and ideas moving. All right, here's the whole process at a glance. It's a 5-phase flow. You see it moves from a large group setting, then breaks into these smaller, dedicated teams, then into these really unique cross-functional groups, back to the small teams, and then finally, it closes the loop right back where it started. Think of this as our roadmap for the next few minutes. Everything starts and ends with the large group. You got to think of it as the organization's anchor. It's the moment where everyone gathers to get on the same page about the goals, the methods, all of it. This is what builds that super important sense of cohesion and shared community, kind of binding the whole organization together. So from that big group, people break out into their permanent work groups. This is their home base. In these smaller, much more consistent teams, that's where the trust is really built. It's a safe space to do the deep work, to develop real mastery and to practice new skills without the pressure of having a huge audience. Now this is the secret sauce of the whole system, the cross-functional groups. I want you to picture these as the knowledge arteries of the organization. They're formed by taking one person from each of those permanent teams. By doing that, you've just created a mechanism that actively pumps information and insights across the entire company. It's brilliant. And these cross-groups do so much more than just, share weekly updates. They bring back new inspiration to their home teams, they help create a shared culture, and they even provide a space to work through conflicts between different groups. It's an incredibly powerful tool for the overall health of the organization. Okay, so we've seen how the engine is built. We have the blueprint. But why is this structure so darn effective? Now we're going to get into the science of collaboration that really makes this whole model tick. At the very heart of all this is a simple, but honestly pretty profound idea. Learning is a social practice. I mean, think about it. We don't learn best all by ourselves in isolation. We learn best by collaborating, discussing, and building knowledge together. This organization engine is specifically designed to create the perfect environment for that to happen totally naturally. And right here, you can see that fundamental shift in action. That traditional model on the left, it's all about hierarchy, it's passive, information just flows one way from the top down. But the collaborative model, totally different. It's dynamic, authority gets shared, the hierarchy is flattened, and learning becomes this active dialogue where everyone is co-creating the understanding. And a key piece of this is what the research calls peer-tutoring with role swapping. And it's such a cool idea. In this system, every single person is both a teacher and a student. By constantly swapping those roles back and forth, you completely flatten the old-school hierarchy and you create this amazing environment of mutual learning and respect. And the results of this social approach? Well, they're tangible. This goes way beyond just knowing the subject matter. See, when you have to teach something, you actually learn it more deeply yourself. And that's why people develop a much richer understanding, all while building these crucial professional skills like critical thinking, communication, and interpersonal relations. These are the skills that really drive success. So when you put the practical structure of the engine together with the science of collaboration, what's the ultimate impact? Well, this is where we start talking about unlocking the collective genius of the entire organization. I mean, the outcomes are just so powerful. This system helps foster a common culture,
It develops those crucial skills we just talked about, and it really binds the organization together. It systematically unlocks the potential of every single person and helps build way more effective teams. And what's really amazing is it can even instill this bigger desire to make a positive impact out in the world.
So, at the end of the day, we need to totally reframe our thinking year. This is not just a better process or some newfangled way to hold a meeting. It is a repeatable, scalable system for building the collective intelligence of your entire group. And that really leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Just picture the people you work with, all the talent that you know is there, and ask yourself, what genius could a model like this unlock in your team?